Amen. Let's turn to John chapter 9. It's a beautiful illustration of what I'm trying to say. John chapter 9. Here we find Jesus in Jerusalem, and he just had a little confrontation with some Bible scholars, which is always fun, huh? It all depends on what cloth they've been cut from, you know. Some Bible people, they love to argue, especially the petty little points of their religion, and they'll emphasize the petty little things in it, but they'll it's like Jesus said, they strain at gnats and swallow camels. That's pretty plain, huh?
Yes.
We pick on the small things, and yet here we have this big, huge camel in the room, and we don't know what to do with it, so let's pick on something else. Let's throw a smoke screen against the camel, and let's pick on something we can handle. But here in John chapter 9, the Bible says, and as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? You know, human nature has to find fault somewhere.
Yes.
Hello?
Amen.
What's wrong with you? Who sinned that you're like the way you are? Well, Jesus said, neither has this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And so here we find this account. This man was born blind. Somebody's got to take responsibility for this problem, right? Did you ever have a situation where maybe in your personality or maybe in your actions, it's not up to the Christian standard of what we truly believe is right and how to live? And you say, my goodness, this problem has been since my youth, and I haven't shared it with anybody. I haven't talked about it because I'm ashamed of it, because I'm a Christian. I should be overcoming this thing, and this thing has got a hold of me. It's got a grip of me. Maybe you can be nasty. Maybe you've got some anger issues. Maybe you've got some sexual issues. Maybe you've got some drug issues. Maybe you whatever. Maybe there's something going on the inside that you don't want anybody to know. You're doing your best to cover it over and be good in society. You know, we do that. We like people to like us and to think well of us, right? But there's this nagging thing on the inside. So how did you get there? How did you get to that place where this thing is controlling your life and it's getting the upper hand? You know, when things start controlling your life and getting the upper hand in you, it's time to stop everything and find yourself at an altar of prayer and lay before Jesus the strength of our lives. You know, he overcome everything, not just so that we'd be happy for him. He overcame everything so that he could be happy for us. He overcame everything so that we could be an overcomer.
Amen.
He overcame everything. Everything. He met a little woman at the well one day. He was weary. The disciples were gone to have some meat. This lady, she had a lot of different men that she liked to hook up with. You can't tell me that he may not have been tempted at that time. But he never gave in to it. He brought her to a place of worship, because when you start taking a look at everything they talked about, many people seek for love, for example, but in all the wrong ways, in all the wrong places. And it ended up being worship is what she was really desiring. She tried it through men. She tried it through society. She tried it in the wrong ways to come into a place of worship. But Jesus zeroed in on what she was really after. And she was really after the worship of God, the love of God.
Praise God.
Now this man here, this blind man from birth, he wasn't in the place by mistake of where he was. He was near the temple. His desire was to be in the temple. His desire was to go in there and worship God in the presence of God. And you might say, how do you know that? Well, when you read the whole account, you read you read of a man who has a hunger to know God. He just didn't have the ability to. He didn't have the thing that he needed to get in that temple, to get in that place where he could serve God. He may have even wanted to be a priest, who knows? But he had a problem, and it was his blindness. Don't let your blindness keep you from coming to Jesus. Don't let your situation keep you from coming to Jesus. You may not know how to get out of that situation and overcome that thing that's plaguing you, but Jesus does.
Hallelujah.
So never run from Jesus. When he starts zeroing in on the issue at hand, let him do it.
Hallelujah.
Let him get a hold of it and change that. Let him bring light to your blindness. Let him do what he needs to do, because if you will just finally surrender that area of your life to him, you're going to see. You're going to see clearly. You're going to see everything that you ever desired